the standard vineyard spacing, you know, in the 80s was probably 12 by 6, or, you know, so you're at 540 vines per acre only. And then, you know, into the 90s, you started to see more 8-foot spacing, or 10 and 8-foot spacing between rows. And so then you got into the 800 vines per acre. And then the late 90s, you know, you got into, you know, 1,400 vines per acre. And then, you know, in 2000 now, we started doing this really ultra high density. And so we're trying to achieve more than 2,000 vines per acre. And what's great about these high density vineyards is that, you know, you just, these vines don't have to ripen so much fruit. Each vine, you know, has to ripen a small amount. And so the fruit always gets very, very ripe. It, you know, achieves great flavors. You know, all signs of maturity in the fruit. You know, the seeds are brown, the stems are brown, the skins are very mature, and you know, where the biggest challenge with some of these older spacings has been, especially in late years like 2006, has been getting the fruit ripe to where the you know, the winemakers are happy with it. You know, they're always, they don't care about sugar. You know, sugars and ripeness I mean, they go hand in hand, but that's not all that these winemakers are looking for. They're looking for all these other signs of maturity. Things are changing fast, and there is more and more talk now of going to meter by meter. And the biggest challenge with that is getting equipment through the rows. So more than likely, if you go to 1 meter by 1 meter, then you have to get tractors that actually will straddle the rows. They go over the rows. And yeah, I think the future will be more and more of that, you know, but that's really, I mean, this is really expensive to develop. But if you go to meter by meter, I mean, then you're getting into, oh, what is that, 3 by 3?
Is anybody doing it?
Yeah, oh yeah, and you know, and it's done in Europe often, because the plot sizes of land are smaller there, you know, so people are trying to maximize the amount of ground that they have. So that's meter by meter is, let's see, 4, 3, 5, 60. Let's call it by 9. So that's 4,800 vines per acre, almost 5,000 vines per acre. You know, and that's the extreme.
Can the soil really, it doesn't get stressed?
Yeah, I mean, there's a definite competition from vine to vine, and you know, and that will devigorate the vines even more, you know, because, I mean, there's plenty of competition from one vine to the next here now, but the closer you put them together, the more they're fighting for the water and the nutrients that are in that given space. And, you know, with red varieties especially, we're always trying to look for more ways to stress the vines, to devigorate the vines, and that will give you more concentration in the fruit.